Well, hello and welcome. Doc Favors here from the Essential Leaders Institute. And today we're going to talk about a very important message called opening your gifts. This is another episode of the Quantum Leap Masterclass. But before we get into it, let me just give you a few housekeeping items. Number one, guys, you want to definitely stick around to the end of this broadcast because I'm going to be sharing some information that is going to be a blessing to you, okay? Also, y'all, we want to clap it up for the new subscribers who joined the community, you all. Come on, let's do that. I appreciate all of you all that's joining and rocking out with your boy. Also, you all, the information in terms of what I'm reading in your comments has been good. Keep the comments coming. I love and appreciate to hear from you all. So with that being said, this is episode number 16. Guys, if something has been said throughout all of these, if you've been following me since we started this, you know that we've been on a journey to a quantum leap. And I'm so excited because when I started this, it's also around the time that I started our first group of clients going through the Thinking into Results program. And they're about to graduate in 2 weeks. So I'm going to be sharing some of that on the channel as well. We got some other things we're going to be sharing with you all from a leadership perspective. Some of you all have requested that. And those who know that I am a certified teacher and coach through John Maxwell as well. So we got just a bunch of information, a bunch of programs that'll help you out. So with that being said, you all, we're talking about opening your gifts. Now, for those, obviously we're in U Square. Price Pritchard Books is amazing. But this chapter here is going to be short, straight to the point, but it's powerful. And when I say it's powerful, guys, it's powerful because how many of you all have gifts? Probably all of us, because that's how God made us. But I'm talking about the gifts that you overlooked, didn't pay attention to, for whatever odd reason. You may not have thought no one would appreciate it. You may didn't think it was good. You didn't think your art was worth it. You know, you didn't think your voice was good enough. You didn't think your skills was to par, you know, to go try out for these shows or whatnot. But I'm here to tell you all right now that when you experience a quantum leap, when you're actually going through it, you find out certain levels of self-discovery that is amazing, and it unlocks some things, it opened up some things, right? So I'm gonna give you all 3 points, 3 things about understanding your gifts. Now, first of all, I want you to understand that those people who you see like in the limelight who really shine with their gifts, you all, the only reason that they really shine with their gifts is because they opened those gifts, which means they accepted those gifts and they worked on those gifts, okay? If you focus, narrow down your process of thinking, narrow down your focus and really go after it, you can do the same thing. The same way I did it when I was playing music and marching in the band years ago, you all, and the same way I made a shift to business, the same way I became an author, I began to write books, you know, I know our latest book is out. The same way I did it is because I opened up those gifts. And I got many more gifts that I'm yet to unwrap. And that's what I'm here to tell you all. Those gifts that you have, it's time to unwrap them gifts. So watch. Here's what Price says in this book right here. He says, if you let it happen and understand that the high achievers, the persons you admire, are those individuals who open their gifts, these winners have more gifts because they claimed them, took them out of the wrapping, and used them. How many gifts do you have just laying around dormant that you're not using, that could be really helping you scale, create that life of freedom that you want, get the time back that you're desiring, take those luxury vacations, you know, spend more time with the family? How many of you all understand that the answer to your problem is probably on the inside of you already? Now, I know that's a bold statement to say, guys, but I'm telling you right now, the more and more I study, the more and more I get with my coaches and I get with my mentors, the more and more I learn, the more and more I realize that to understand self-awareness is a serious underrated technique or a serious underrated skill set that you need, okay? Self-awareness, because if you think about the law of oneness, right? The law of universal law, we're all interconnected. That means if I study myself, then I'll get in tune with all of creation and I can then help assist other people because I'll be able to pick up on your vibration. I'll be able to discern what's going on with you And that's an important thing that we got to discuss, because once again, you all, if I'm to open up that gift, whether it be discernment, whether it be the service or whatnot, then I have to be aware of what's going on with you. That's why I ask you all the time, leave me some comments. Let me know what you want me to share. I would say, well, favors, I don't know. But if you leave comments, because I have a gift that I unwrap, I can then take those comments and meditate on them, dig deep into them, and come back with information that can help some of you all change the course of your life. Okay? So here's those 3 points. I know y'all thought I forgot about it. 3 points real quick. The first thing you got to do when you get a gift, you all, if you want these things to be created in your life, you got to claim the gifts, okay? He said in this book that now it's time for you to do something with your gifts. Claim them and you will create them. So that's a mindset, guys. First thing you got to say, you know what is, I am gifted. I do have gifts. I do have talents. That is now time to take them out the box. That means lay hold to them. That means, admit that you have these gifts. It's quite interesting. I was teaching the subject to one of my clients, telling them about the ability to accept and reject positive and negative and positive thoughts, right? And you all should go check out that video. Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave a link directly to it down below, because it's a powerful piece. You know that you have to really work and be intentional on rejecting anything negative, anything that is not in harmony with your goal, because if you don't, it will automatically get pushed down. So guess what? The same way we have to learn how to accept things and reject the things that don't do us any good is the way that I'm telling you that you have to accept or claim your gifts. Some of you all got gifts that is just waiting. You don't even know, because no one encouraged you. No one told you that, you know what? You may not sound good now, but later on, if you keep at it, you'll be one of the best singers. You think about it, okay? Now, the second thing is you have to reach for these gifts. So consider the gifts like a tool now. And if you leave them on the shelf and they just sit there, they're no good to you. But when you utilize the gift, when you reach for the gift, what happens? These gifts then materialize. Things that you've been wanting and dreaming and wishing and hoping for. Guys, let me tell you something. You can use your mind to literally think yourself and have a quantum leap if you open these gifts. Because once again, when you reach for these gifts, they materialize. That means you've already claimed them and admitted that you got a gift. Now you say, you know what? I'm going to reach and use the gift. Think about it. With a hammer and a set of nails and some wood, you can reach for that gift to build some things. And guess what? The finished product, the end result, materializes out of thin air. Think about the chair you're sitting in. Think about the cabinetry in your kitchen or in your dining room. Think about the table that you're eating on. Think about just any and whatever thing that was made and fashioned by hands. Someone reached for a tool. They reached for a gift, all right? And then last but not least, you all, number 3, I kind of already told you, you got to use them. Because when you use your gift, you get better. They grow. They grow to serve you better. You were given gifts so that they would help you accomplish and achieve your goals in life. But if you don't use these gifts, then they sometimes become wasted. They lie dormant. And one of the worst things in the world to see is someone with so much potential just waste and squander their gifts, you all. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you all. That's what I wanted to show you. Now, the last thing that I want to say before I get off here, the announcement, guys, is that we have instituted a virtual space for you guys to join us on January 20th for our live event called Essential Wealth Creation. We're going to be doing some big things, you all. We rented out a convention center downtown Jacksonville, and we got people signing up. But I thought about you all in the community and said, how can we get you all there, right? It's very inexpensive. I'll leave a link down there. I think it's like $49, man. And you get access all day with us through all the day sessions. And you get this material, you get this information. If this information and any of the things that I'm sharing with you piques the interest, lands with you, if you're getting fed, if you're using it to change your life, then you definitely don't want to miss that event, okay? So with that being said, you all, this is Mike Favors. Let's stay positive on purpose and not by accident. And of course, you all, check out some of the other videos in the Quantum Leap series. It's a whole playlist full of these videos. And we'll see you next time.